know, that the residents don't feel safe in their own homes. We pay our taxes, and we shouldn't be treated like this. It's been 10 years. This guy is never going to straighten up. I have 2.5 thumb drives of video of this bar. People say I'm obsessed. I have to live with it. I had an officer come up and tell me when I called, when they were blocking my driveway, what, you ever consider moving? Why don't you just move? I looked at that officer and I said, excuse me, can you afford to move? I said, I've been here 21 years. This bar owner's been here 10. It's not right. It needs to be fixed.
Is there any further open business from the audience? Please come forward.
My name is Nancy Adams. I live at 683 Hip Street, also by Big League Brews. Through the chairman, I'd like to know what's being done. You said things are being done.
Mr. Chairman, I can't go into details right now, but there are things being done.
I don't understand what that means.
It means I can't discuss it publicly right now, but there are things being done. There's some things that I legally am not going to talk about right here.
You're saying legally you can't discuss them?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you told us 2 weeks ago legal was working on it. Is that still being worked on?
Yes.
And when are we supposed to expect an answer from legal?
As soon as everything is good, there's a process. I explained this all to Mr. Sombrowski on the phone, so I'm sure he explained this to you.
I understand.
And I told him there's certain things that there's things I cannot talk about. There's things that are in the process, and that's where they're at right now. And that's all I can say.
And let me just interject. I don't want to have this back and forth. You know, we have corporation counsel. There's, you know, many things that come before us, and it's our fiduciary responsibility to make certain that we don't say or do anything in public that would jeopardize the entire citizens of the city of Taylor, opening ourselves up for a lawsuit. So it becomes kind of frustrating when you're working on it, or working on something, or even we talked about risk management earlier, that we can't share that information with you because, right, either legal restrictions. So I don't know how much more along this line of questioning. The mayor has said that he's working on it. I trust that that is the case, but certainly not, it's, you know, not immediate. And yes, I remember this gentleman coming many times over the past 10 years, and there's kind of, it's ebbed and flowed on whether or not there are issues. But is there any additional questions that you have?
My question just was, when can we expect some kind of an answer? The only answer we keep getting is it's in legal's hands, or we're working on it, and that's not really any kind of an update or an answer for us. A month, 3 months, 6 months, I mean, we've been waiting 10 years.
Mr.
Now there's been a death, and is there any kind of an expectation on when we can expect some sort of information other than we're working on it?
Mr. Chairman, as I explained to Mr. Sombrowski, that as soon as I'm able to update him, I will do so. And I think it will probably be, hopefully, as soon as possible. But, you know, it's a legal process. There's steps being taken that I just can't talk about, unfortunately.
Thank you.
Any?
I'm sorry, if I could just add
Mr.
to that. With regard to actions taken as far as enforcement by the police department, there are a number of things that can't be disclosed publicly because that would help the bad guys. It wouldn't help the city. It wouldn't help the residents. So that's a reason a lot of those things are not disclosed, because they don't want to give information to people that could harm citizens. So those things have to be done undercover and in secret. And that's why, unfortunately, you know, we have to keep the residents somewhat in the dark, but it's really for everybody's own protection.
Any further open business from the public? If not, a motion to adjourn is in order.
Motion. Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Witten, supported by Councilwoman Brandana. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it. Motion carried. We are adjourned at